I'm an 18-year-old hair care expert with years of experience researching, getting, and maintaining elite hair health for myself while also helping others do the same. Here are my secrets for getting healthy, shiny, and moisturized hair as soon as possible. Now, the one secret to be able to make a transformation like this that I made, that you see on the screen, is really just one main thing that you need to do, and that's using healthy products. All you have to do is use natural products that are actually healthy and are good for not only you, but also your face, your skin, etc. Instead, we have been manipulated by these hair care companies such as Cantu and OGX, and even ones that brand themselves as being all natural, like Shea Moisture, which is usually on the good side of people's list. They've all manipulated you into thinking that their products are somehow good for your hair and that it is the only way to achieve good hair health. And yet you wonder why for years your hair is still plagued with things like dandruff, dry scalp, itchy scalps, and all of those things are symptoms of poor hair health. Yet these products that supposedly give you good hair health are the ones that are causing these things and prolonging some of these negative effects of poor hair health. And these companies have promoted and told you to do really bad habits for your hair and have normalize them in normal day-to-day life, such as shampooing your hair, washing your hair with shampoo every single day. Side topic, but Patrick Mahomes, he just did the, GQ does their thing, like the 50 essentials you can't live without, or whatever the whole video series is, where they get famous people on their channel and talking about their essentials. Patrick Mahomes went on there, and then he said that, I think it was like Head and Shoulders. He's like, he was like, what is Raspy Voice? This is an essential, I take this, I shampoo my hair with this like 3 times a day. I was just watching that, like literally these companies have promoted like some of these like horrible things to do to your hair. And the 2 worst things that they tell you to do that's completely normal with everyone is shampooing your hair every single day. Well, sometimes, like in this case, they tell you to shampoo your hair like 3 times a day. But shampooing your hair every single day, that's horrible for your hair. And you wonder, and so many people wonder why they have oily scalp. They say they shampoo because they have an oily scalp. The reason you have an oily scalp is because you shampoo your hair every day. If you strip all the natural oils and all the oils and products in general from your hair, if you do that every single day, your body's gonna have to come up with some oil so your hair doesn't just completely fall off your head. So it overproduces, I think it's called sebum. So yeah, washing your hair every single day. And 2, applying products every single day. Because if you have to wash your hair every single day, this is probably why they want you to do this. Because washing your hair every single day, you're using their products to wash your hair every single day. And then you apply more products, just stripped out the products you put. So then you have to put products in your hair every single day, which I guess causes product buildup, but you have to shampoo your hair every single day, which is kind of worse than product buildup. But you end up just wasting your product because you have to apply a bunch of it every single day. Or doing the opposite, which is not shampooing your hair every single day, but applying products in your hair every single day, is pretty bad for your hair as well, and it's a very common and popular thing for people to do. If you clicked on this video and you've been interested all the way up to this point, I can tell you actually do have a desire to really make a change in your hair health. And if you want to actually do that, you must listen to me. You must forget everything you've been told about hair care. Every single thing you've been told, just throw it out the trash. Just do a little it's gone. It's all gone. It's all a lie. Just act like everything you've ever heard is a lie. Even if you heard some good stuff that are positive, it's been mixed in with too much of the negatives, too much of the misinformation. Just clear it all away from your head. If you want to keep watching this video, if you actually want to make a change, you see my hair, bro? If you want to go from this to looking like this, I have waves. But if you want to make this transformation in your hair health in general, if you have waves, this will dramatically speed up your progress. If you want to make this transformation, just disregard everything you know about hair health. This is a re-education for everything you need to know. Forget what your mom has told you, forget what your grandma has told you, forget everything. These are all lies just so these companies can increase their profit margins by outreaching to other demographics, such as our own, so they can just sell more products to us that don't actually help us improve our hair. Like, just think about this. This is a little bit off topic, but think about this. They've literally lied to us and made us think that having our own, like this, our natural hair, and we can't see mine because it's in a do-rag, that having like coarse African hair is bad. They've literally made you think that it's like a negative thing. Just think about that. Your natural hair that you were born with, it's seen as bad just so they can sell you more product. That's actually messed up. Before we start, it's important for you to know the benefits of having healthy hair. Upon following this guide, you will experience the following: better looking hair, in my case, better looking waves, faster progress on your hair health, faster progress on your hair growth, faster progress on your hairstyle. For me, that's waves again. Less acne, more compliments from people. You're able to treat or even completely get rid of like some scalp conditions that you're just born with. I know 360 Juice, a wave YouTuber, he's had elite hair health for years and years, and only the other day he found out he even had this scalp condition. I think it was like Seborrheitis or something like that. He went years and years without even having zero. He had to go bald to find this out because he wasn't experiencing any of the real symptoms because he's been taking care of his hair health. So expect, for me, I know I had a dandruff thing running in my family. I'm using like bro science, not actually what it is. It's not like dandruff, but like just like a little like genetic predisposition to like suffering from that. And upon using healthy, when I literally making going from Cantu, my mom literally used to tell me, using Cantu is just bad for your hair. It makes your hair dry. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a moisturizer. Ever since I made the switch, never ever have flakes in my hair unless I'm like being nasty and don't wash it for 2 weeks. Less acne, your hair's never dry, and no itchy scalp. To finally take action and fix your problems, you need to understand these fundamental things. One, all natural doesn't actually mean the product is all natural. It's just branding. For example, if you go to a grocery store and you want to get like cheese spray or any like cheesy type of product, a lot of the times you look on the back on like literally just regular looking cheese, like the little like cheese things you put on like a hamburger, literally the regular looking cheese. You can go ahead and look this up. Look on the back. You're legally not allowed to call it cheese. They have to say cheese product. Think about that. That's the same thing they're doing when they're calling it natural products. If you want to actually know if product is natural or not, look at the ingredients list. Here, I have my 2-6K Wavy Butter Moisturizer. This is the main moisturizer I use. Look at this. You can count on your hands how many products it has. So a general rule of thumb, if it has 10 or less products, it's maybe more like 15. It really doesn't have to go all the way down to 10, but it just can't be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, like most products. But if you can count on your hands how many ingredients are in the product, you know it's natural. If you want to really check for yourself, link in the description. I think there should be like an intro, a whole, if you go on the website and you actually look at it, there's like all the information on the product is there. And I have another one. This one was gifted to me by a waver. Actually a really good butter. I'll try to link it. I'll try to remember to link this one. I'm not affiliated, but pretty dope waver, pretty dope person. You see that? I didn't even think this was the ingredients because there's like 3 things. That's it. That's all that went into this. That's how you know for a fact that this is natural. It doesn't say they put sulfur, carbon monoxide. Like it doesn't say a bunch of like random like scientific terms I have to look up in Google. Like if you can't read the ingredient, you shouldn't put it in your hair. You know, it sounds like common sense, but it's really, we never do it. So one, know that all natural doesn't really mean all natural. It can say cheese, but it's not actually cheese. And two, the way to know if a product is natural or not is if it has 10 or less ingredients. So if you need more fingers to count how many ingredients it has, throw it away. And a little bonus you can do to it, if you won't put it on your face, don't put it on your hair. Now, I never really found this the most useful, but because I've been using natural products for so long, it's kind of like a no-brainer. I reckon if you use a lot of unnatural products all the time, it's probably a thing where like, oh yeah, consciously, or yeah, I want to make sure I don't get it on my face when I'm putting it in my hair. But with this, I'm so serious, bro. Let me get some butter so it's a little bit hard. Put it on my face, bro. Like if you're literally not comfortable doing this, like literally no actionable step. Go get the main moisturizer right now. Go get the main moisturizer you use. Take a little bit, put it on your face. If you're not comfortable doing it, throw it away immediately. Yeah, throw it away immediately. If you're not comfortable doing this, if you're just like, oh, I really shouldn't be doing this, it might give me acne, throw it away immediately. That should not be in your hair. Following these 2 rules will make finding natural products 100 times easier. A lot of the time, people tell you, oh, experiment with your hair, see what your hair likes. Just following these 2 rules will eliminate most of the products that your hair doesn't react, almost all of them. Because there's things like, oh yeah, my hair doesn't like avocado oil, but it likes coconut oil. Those are the little niche things that you'll pick up as your hair care journey advances. So the first thing you want to do, you will just want to get rid of all the weeds, just all the unnatural products, get rid of them. And following this 2-step process will. Before we continue and find out which products you want to use, what do products actually do? Like what's the purpose of them? No one has actually like told you what they really do. This is because hair care companies have invented literally hundreds of different types of products that all essentially do the same thing. One example I use for this is leave-in conditioner versus a moisturizer. Now the main purpose of the 2 of them is to add a layer of moisture to your hair and maybe to add some healthy ingredients and like oils and minerals to your hair, as well with the side effects, because you know they're store-bought products. However, really the only difference between the 2 of them, literally the only difference, a leave-in conditioner is It's not that you have to rinse it out. It says conditioner, but it's part of the brand name. With leave-in conditioner, it's more watery. With a moisturizer, there's less water. That's literally it. The percentage of water that's in the two products is literally the difference between them. Other than that, they're the same. And there's hundreds of examples of this. So to make everything simple, there are essentially 3 types of product. There are 2 main types of products you should focus on. One that we just went over are your water-based products. So leave-in conditioners and moisturizers, those are your water-based products. And you will know that they're water-based by looking at the back. The first ingredient will say water or agua, sometimes in Spanish, but if the first ingredient is water, that's how you know it's a water-based product. And 2 are your oil-based products. Now, oil-based products consist of your penetrative oils, which their main purpose is to get down and just provide nutrients to your hair. Your sealant oils, the main purpose is to lock in the moisture. We know this because, you know, oil and water don't mix. That's why we have oil spills and things like that. These are both penetrative oils. I don't have a sealant. I personally don't use sealant oils anymore. I'll get to that point later. But essentially, the purpose of oils is to sort of seal in the moisture and lock in the moisture from your moisturizers or from just the natural moisture in your hair in general. And then another form of oils is your butters. Now, butters, in my opinion, are the ultimate sealant. So there's penetrative and there's sealants. I don't use sealant oils anymore because I like to use my butters. Now I'm gonna keep using this butter as an example because it's a really good butter. As we previously gone over the ingredients list, all of these ingredients, if you look at them, they're different. They're just different types of oils. And what makes butters unique is that you put it in your hand, it's a solid. Then you mix it up, it's a liquid. And then you put it in your hair, and it becomes a solid again. That's why they're the best, the ultimate sealants, in my opinion. Why I don't really agree with sealant oils. This is where the experimenting with your hair, seeing what your hair likes, comes into play. You can use whichever one, but in my opinion, I just recommend using a butter for a sealant because it just practically makes more sense. Okay, now we've gone over what products really are. Now it's time to find out which products to use. Now, we already know that the 99%, the vast majority of people have horrible hair health and horrible hair habits and just bad hair health overall. So do we really want to use the products that the 99% of people with a bad hair health use? I would argue against that, and you would agree too, right? Instead, we should look towards the people who have the supreme elite hair health of, I guess, the 1%, to see what they're doing and take some notes from them and mimic them a little bit, right? I've been researching this for a couple years now, and from researching from these 1% of people, from being in the same circles as them, for talking to them, to trying some of the same products they use, I've learned that there's one type of product that these people use that has some levels above the rest of people in terms of hair health. And the only products they use are specifically made from BOBs, typically found online. If you don't know what BOB stands for, it stands for Black Owned Business. It's nothing weird. It's just a way of categorizing the type of business these products are coming from. So instead of saying like store-bought products, for example, when talking about Cantu, we'll say BOBs when talking about these type of products. Now, the thing with BOBs is that they typically never use unnatural, unhealthy ingredients. I'm gonna show you the ingredients that goes into these. These are a variety of companies. Now here I have the Wave Essentials. You see this oil? I have 2 6-Kin Wavy, and I have this made from one specific waver, so it's not a company. There's the Instagram if you're interested. Now, the one thing that all these products have in common is that they're only using 100% natural ingredient, and they're not using like anything nasty or bad for your hair. And if you compare the ingredients from this to like a Cantu, I don't even have like an unnatural product to show you because when I moved to college, I just brought my good products and I just left like the unnatural one. They never use unnatural, unhealthy ingredients. They always use the most healthy ingredients they can. They don't use dirty sales tactics to manipulate you into doing things that are bad for your hair just so they can get a few more sales. So they have integrity. And I think most importantly, a lot of these, they're designed by the most elite wavers and people who have really good hair health. So it's like if you're into gaming, you know how Razer's motto is for gamers by gamers or by gamers for gamers. These are by waivers for waivers. So I'm gonna take this product, for example, is made by a singular person. There's this person who has this, it's so funny, it's so weird in the wave community we do this. They have this literally, it's like a mythical, legendary product. I don't even know how to categorize it. It's called like Meat Mix. It's like super hard to get your hands on, but apparently it's like the best product ever. We're literally making like lore out of products, but it's just an example that like goes to show like how like really good these are. Like these people really put a lot of time and attention to seeing that what has the best effect on their hair. Dude, my camera's gonna die. Okay, now you're ready to choose your product. Now, to help you get kickstarted so you're not just completely lost in the sea researching product, the brands that I found to be my favorite are Nova Naturals, The Wave Essentials, and 216 Wavy. These are the 3 main ones that I like the most from my personal experience. I'm not telling you to like only use these. I'm really against like only use these. I'm just helping you get kickstarted, but these are the 3 brands from the top of my head that I really like are my favorite ones. I'll make sure I have them all linked in the description. And 216 Wavy has been kind enough to give y'all 15% off if you use the promo code. So if you're interested in picking up any of these, and they look a little bit pricey because, you know, with these, they don't have like the most funding compared to like a hair care company that can just manufacture a bunch of like Cantu that dry your hair out. So I do have a promo code for 216 Wavy. It's 15% off, but if you want to buy from any of these and they're too expensive, you can go with 26. At least have the promo code, and I think they have free shipping for the US, so that helps. And you'll also be directly helping me out, so I appreciate that. Now, I villainize store-bought products for basically the whole video, and I recognize that not everybody can just have access to these online companies, like shipping issues, or maybe they live in like Australia or Nigeria, and it's like the shipping just doesn't make any sense. So there's one store-bought product that I actually do recommend if you don't have access. If you have access to buying stuff online, if you literally just had an Amazon purchase, stop being lazy, go ahead and invest in your hair health. If you're not fortunate enough to have like direct access to shipping, I do recommend this company called As I Am. Now, As I Am, in my personal experience, has the highest quality store-bought products that I've found, and they're not totally bad for your hair, and they can actually have you with pretty decent hair health. So I do actually recommend picking up As I Am. I'll put the link in the description. Now that you've gathered a great understanding of hair health, much greater understanding than all your peers, now you're set way above everyone else, I recommend watching this video right here so you can learn how to actually implement all of these teachings so you can make rapid progress on your waves. Thanks for watching. God bless.